Hey, what's up, FCA? Thank you for tuning in. Listen, we want to stay connected to you on social media, so connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, or hit that like and subscribe. Drop a comment. We hope that you are encouraged by today's message.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Pastor Isaiah here. I'm the youth pastor at Access Church, but we're back again for week 2 of our huddles. I hope you enjoyed last week. We talked about all living lives that are overflowing with thankfulness. Today, I want to talk to you guys about think before you think. Think before you think. Now, I know it doesn't look like I'm that old because I'm really not that old. But I've been driving for 11 years, man. And that's kind of hard to believe. Like, I look at my license and I'm like, man, it's been 11 years since I started driving. Now, I'll cover up some of my information, but this is my picture right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. But I look at it, I'm just like, man, this is crazy, man. But here's the deal. After 11 years of driving, you always want to be alert. But I'm going to be honest, like, driving for 11 years, a lot of it is automatic at this point. I remember when I was first driving, everything felt so unnatural. I was seeing things for the first time. I was observing things for the first time. I was doing certain movements and certain things, for the first time because I was really just settling in. But now 11 years into driving, I'm really feeling like a lot of it is automatic. It's muscle memory. It's just kind of, you just do it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not alert. It doesn't mean that I'm not paying attention. It's just some of the movements, they're just not what they once were. So is it with little habits that we have, such as maybe brushing your teeth or drinking a glass of water. We do these things so much that the first time it was kind of new to us, but after so often, it's just automatic. I think it's the same thing in the same way when we say thank you. I think a lot of times it's kind of like that. We say thank you so much because we think we're supposed to, or maybe mom or dad or a guardian or something like that, they've told us, hey, this is a scenario where you say thank you. And it may be so true, but I think sometimes we let our expression of thank you become so automatic that we lose the heart of it. We're really not thinking when we're thanking, we're just saying it because we know it needs to be said. Just like when you're driving or brushing your teeth or standing up and sitting down, you do those things so much you're not thinking about it. There's no intention behind it. You're just fulfilling it because you know you need to. But I want to challenge us to think before we think. I think that there's something special that happens when we know why we're thanking someone and we know why we're giving thanks. We're not just doing it out of habit or routine or something that this is mundane or this is normal where I'm supposed to do this. No, we're doing it because we actually mean it. The Bible says in Psalms 100 verses 4 and 5, it says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name, for the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. So in other words, what I see here is the writer of this psalm is saying this. He's saying, the Lord is good, his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. So that's why I enter his gates with thanksgiving. That's why I enter his courts with praise. So how do I think before I think? I think number one, you be specific. Anytime that you're saying thank you to someone, be specific as to the reason why. Could be that they opened the door for you. So, hey, thank you so much for opening that door. Or, hey, you know what? Thank you last week. What you said to me on Wednesday of last week was really big. I needed to hear that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Or, you know what? Thank you, Mom, for loving me, man. Dad, thank you so much for giving me that money that you didn't have to. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for dinner last night. Whatever it is, be specific about it. What gets rewarded gets repeated. So as we're thanking someone, we're really rewarding them. And guess what? I guarantee you'll get more when you say thank you. Now, saying thank you is not about getting things from people, but it is letting someone know, hey, I see you. Hey, I understand what you did, and here's how it made me feel. So get very specific with it and just say, thank you for this action, whatever that said action or done action is, whatever that is, say thank you. The second one is be direct. Anytime that you can, You can always send a text and say thank you for this. You can always send snail mail, like not many people do that nowadays, but you can. You can always send an email to someone saying thank you. You can also DM somebody and just say, hey, thank you. But there's nothing like seeing somebody in real life, face to face, and saying, you know what, thank you for X, Y, Z. It really made me feel like X, Y, and Z. There's nothing more powerful than a face to face thank you. When you look them in the eyes and you say, you know what, thank you for this. So I'm just gonna challenge you guys one more time. Think before you think. Never let your thank yous get so mundane or so normal, so routine, so habit that we've lost the heart behind it. Now, I know it's impossible to do, but do your best to think before you thank. That when you're saying thank you, it's not just coming because you know you should, or you know it's right, or you know it's polite. You're doing it because there's a heart that knows, you know what, they deserve this thank you. I'm not gonna hold it back from them. I'm gonna be specific, I'm gonna be direct with this, and I'm gonna say thank you. So I hope that encourages you. I think that God's intention is that we live this way, that the words that come out of our mouth have purpose, have value, have meaning. So let me encourage you one last time before I go. Think before you think.